So my name is Andy Popovich. March of 1997, that's where this story began. My ex-wife, at the time my girlfriend, she was pregnant. I felt like the world had come to an end, and I was 18 at the time. 9 months later, Haley came into the world. I had no idea what we were doing. My ex-wife and I unfortunately got divorced, and that was an extremely painful point in our journey. Haley and I had each other, and we spent a lot of time together. Haley had always wanted to travel Europe, and so she purchased a trip to Europe for her 21st birthday, and that was something that Haley did really well, was live life to the fullest. December 29th, on her birthday, I took her to the airport, kissed her on her forehead, and told her I loved her, and told her to have a great time, to enjoy it. The second day in Haley's trip, her eye swelled up really bad. That swelling went down, but it was a couple days later that her knee swelled up really bad. She ended up taking a trip to the emergency room. They didn't know what it was. They didn't know what was wrong. So they gave her a steroid shot. Spent the next few hours just in pain, and went back to the emergency room, and they gave her another steroid shot, and she went into a coma. Her main artery in her pelvic region burst, and she went into sepsis, and ultimately passed away on January 6th. The owner of the travel agency had called me twice and left a voicemail. It just asked that I give her a call back. She had some news about Haley. Haley had passed away the night before. I hit my knees. I couldn't breathe. Felt like I had been punched in the gut. I didn't even know what to do or how to respond. I reached out to a trusted friend, a bloodstained ally. I called him and explained to him what had happened, and I just said, I don't know what to do. He said, you need to go get your daughter. So Amy and I packed a bag, and I made the 12-hour journey over to Prague. The whole thing was just difficult, but the Lord, He spoke two truths to me when I got to Prague. He said that He didn't take Haley, but instead, because of her decision to accept Christ as her Savior when her time was done here, that He welcomed her in heaven. And that was so reassuring to me, and it was so powerful because it removed any opportunity for me to put blame onto Him. His love continued to shower over me, and His protection was over me through that time that I was there. Because He's a loving Father, He cares about the things that we go through, and He sees the things that we go through, and they're difficult for us to understand or process, but He is always in the midst of that and promises to be good and loving for us through that, and He did. And even to this day continues to shower us with His affection, and I am able to trust the Lord and have faith in His plan and know that we're called to be a part of His story. It's not the other way around. When you sit in that truth, you can handle any situation that comes your way differently. That's how much He cares for us. The choice that I made was to lean into Him and understand Him even more and receive His love more. And the peace and comfort that I've experienced that has gotten me to a place where I'm still here is from the Lord. If you don't have the Lord, you need the Lord. It's the most important thing that you can do in your life. Haley had completed what God put her here to do. She loved going after the rough people, the people that needed the Lord the most. She took it as a challenge, actually. She had such an incredible perspective on life, and she really did everything she could to live to the fullest. And I really appreciated that about her. I think of Haley every day, and I will forever. So as weird as it is to say, I wouldn't change it, because He's using all of that, what this that was meant for bad, for good.